What up? This rapid so the smoke between 50 Cent and Big Meech continues to develop. I have some footage from Big Meech and I have a response from 50 Cent.
I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th. I let nobody trick me off the street.
You tricked Cuff off the street?
I never folded, never told.
You
never
told
will.
Tammy to tell, bitch.
Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family.
Y'all gonna be disappointed when Lil Baby don't show up? When Skilla don't show up, when Vizzo don't show up? And all these motherfuckers don't show up?
I wasn't gonna address this.
Man, this nigga reading drops, man. Look at you reading this shit.
But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me. So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family. Come out to the Amaran Arena.
He can't even go. You on house arrest, he can't even go. And so, Big Meech is saying that he did not tell, he didn't fold, and he's saying that he wants everyone to come out to his show that's this week in like a day or two. And so, basically, it looks like he's concerned that some artists might not show up now with all this going on. But I think the artists will show up because at this point, I don't believe anyone has provided any definite proof that Big Meech told. And so 50 Cent, with his response, he is sounding real petty to me. I mean, to me, it just doesn't look real cool what 50's doing. I'm not with it. It's like enough. Like, let it go. I mean, move on. To me, I'm thinking, like, these are grown men. Like, you don't even got to deal with Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? 50 don't even got to deal with Big Meech. You mad because he took a picture with Rick Ross? What is that even about, that Rick Ross 50 smoke? That was about something that I don't even remember. It wasn't like the Irv Gotti thing where there were shots fired, you know what I'm saying, with the Supreme McGriff and stuff. With the whole Rick Ross thing, I can't even remember what that was about. It was probably real petty, most likely. It's like they holding on to this. He took a picture with Rick Ross, and 50 loses it and throws a tantrum. That's how I see it. I mean, I think Rick Ross was playing chess moves, though, because Rick Ross, I think, knew what he was doing more than Big Meech. Big Meech didn't probably think it was no big deal linking with Rick Ross, because he's like, okay, I'm not in that beef. You know what I'm saying? That's between you and 50. If he even really knew anything about it. I think Rick Ross knew exactly what he was doing and was taunting 50 Cent. And he got this whole thing whipped up. So now 50's trying to destroy Big Meech and his legacy and his career forever. And 50 Cent seems to always be in conflict with, you know, people. And this isn't the first time he's had serious issue with street dudes. You know what I'm saying? He's had a lot of people at his head. And, you know what I'm saying, he's always in the middle of something. I think 50 really should fall back on this one, though. What y'all think? Because, look, it's starting to look kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This beef ain't really lit to me. I mean, the back and forth, he's talking about, 50 talking about you got Cuffy locked up, and he's still talking about Tammy. I think that's people's getting tired of that now. Like, show us the proof. Show us the paperwork that Big Meech told to get, what, 2 years off his sentence? What'd he get? 4 years off his sentence? That don't make no sense. Make it make sense. You saying Big Meech did like 20 years and then at the last minute did a tell-in party and got a measly 3 years or 4 years off his sentence. What was it, 10 maybe, max? What was he supposed to do, 30 maybe? So he got out maybe 10 years at the max early. Whatever it was, I don't believe it yet. I mean, you're gonna have to show me the proof that Big Meech told and cooperated through a third party. It's possible, but even at this point, I don't think too many people even care about stuff like that as much. I mean, I feel like the rappers would though, because like 50 said, you know what I'm saying, he don't think Little Baby gonna show up. He don't think, you know, all these other people gonna show up. But who's really showing up for 50? Like, I think 50 almost sounds like 50. It almost seems like he's almost jealous that, or he's hating a little bit that, you know what I'm saying, Big Meech can pull together all these artists and Rick Ross is involved. Because Rick Ross is still relevant. 50 is not really relevant like that. Like, when it comes down to it, he's a legend, like I said, but he's not the most relevant when it comes to new music. Like, Rick Ross could show up amongst the 21 Savages and the Little Babies and Sexy Red and all them. You know what I'm saying? Rick Ross fits in that lineup. And 50 probably mad he wasn't invited. 50 probably just mad he wasn't invited, and that he probably feels like 50 probably feels like it should have been him there instead of Rick Ross. 50 probably feels like he should have been headlining the event. And the world wants to hear Rick Ross do that BMF song with Big Meech. 50 said Big Meech can't even go to that show. He's on house arrest, he said. I don't believe that's true. I don't believe he threw that whole show just to, you know what I'm saying, not be able to show up. Plus, with Little Meech, you know what I'm saying, Little Meech said F Ross. So, now, I guess Big Meech probably got to disinvite Little Meech to the show. Plus, Little Meech, you know, he working with 50. 50's turning his back on Little Meech now. It's a hot mess. This whole beef is a hot mess. This smoke is getting kind of weird, and it's not a good look. I think that these are grown men, and they need to like keep it moving or something instead of like going back and forth. Like, I mean, it's looking real internet. You know what I'm saying? It's looking real like it's something that you wouldn't think these grown men would be doing, going back and forth like that. With 50 being like almost 50 years old, right? Pretty much 50 years old, and then Big Meech look like he about 50 years old too. And they going back and forth on the internet like this. This is weird. I think Big Meech needed to release that statement because, one, to respect his, you know, to protect his legacy and protect his name and his brand, because 50's trying to destroy it. Plus, he's not trying to get caught up in nothing. Because the way it's going, you know what I'm saying, 50's trying to get this dude violated on parole or something for his actions. He's trying real hard to tempt this dude and get this dude to mess up his bag and his freedom. 50 really wants this dude to go down, and he's gonna taunt him until he, you know, until something happens. I don't think 50 really want that smoke though, because if this dude wiles out on 50, you know what I'm saying, if Big Meech goes ahead and takes the bait and does something, what 50 gonna do then? Because Big Meech at that point probably feel like he ain't got nothing to lose at this point. You know what I'm saying? Because he just got out the pen, and respect is very serious to Big Meech right now. I think more than 50. Like, I know 50's on the world stage and in the public eye, so he's concerned about his respect too. But with the mentality that Big Meech has right now, as just coming off of a 20-year bid, I think it hits different. It hits different for Big Meech. And if he goes ahead and starts tweaking, I think he'll go there. Like, Big Meech would, you know, put it all on the line at this point, I think, just because, you know what I'm saying, his name is being messed with. And then he has to fight this battle. Big Meech has to fight this battle as far as deciding, okay, keep your cool. He's trying to tell himself, keep your cool, because he knows he wants to wild out on this dude. He knows he wants to start tweaking. And, you know what I'm saying, I think Big Meech, you know what I'm saying, he just did his time, and he's not really trying to you know, he has to. He's battling it. It's a battle for Big Meech because he knows all eyes on him. The world's watching. The parole board's watching, and he's not trying to violate, but at the same time, he's not trying to have his name, you know what I'm saying, stepped on by 50 Cent. So, yeah, this is lighting up. I'm trying to get to some other news, but new stuff keeps developing. So I'm going to keep y'all posted. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what comes of this. This all could go left. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully this beef settles soon, because at this point, it looks like it's escalating. And what's it going to escalate to at this point? You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm out. Hey, hit that like button. Let's get over 100 likes. Follow Rap Hits on social media. All links are in the comment section in the description box. I'm out.